Welcome back, guys. Again, it's Weirdness 94. I'm bringing you a new game for the Nintendo DS called Magical Starsign. So right now I'm picking my gender. I'll be a light female girl because why not? I can also pick a boy, and I can also lose the dark side. But before I talk about the game, here is the story. So this particular segment here is the battles of the game here. I'll be battling a some person dummy that's not going to attack. So the attacks battles in the game are pretty much the cream of the crop. So this Miss Madeline just gave me instructions on what to do. So you probably notice I'm a light-based character. Like at the beginning there, I can choose a boy being light-based or a girl being dark-based. It doesn't really make any difference in this game here, well, except for bosses. So I'll get more to that during my segments of this game here. So there's my attack called Arc Light. Again, it's a light-based attack. You can also attack just using physical attacks, which of course what you expect. Physical attacks does not do any element damage. And not much about there's hit points, magic points. So as I mentioned before, this game is heavy on elements. Besides light, of course, there's dark. There's also fire, water, wood, earth, and wind. I think I got them out. There's me healing using a green frog. Of course, the way items work, you just go before you do a battle, click the item icon just seen there, and just, in this case, I pick a frog. What I do is to grab by the hands, squish it, it screams, I get hit points from it. Short, but yeah, why not? And just like any RPG, there's levels, there's hit points, magic points, and your magic points recover for each round of the battles, which is beneficial. Of course, you get more when you get more magic points, or in this case, AMP. And as I mentioned, these rounds are unavoidable, so you have to do them, but at the end of it, you do get a level up. So there's actually more enemies, and this time around I get, what's his name? Clyde? I call him Lizard. So we talk about attacks. We're dealing with back row and front row. So yeah, so basically just saying that people in the back row cannot be hit. Their attacks, their magic attacks do less damage, but they're all aerial attacks. Could be either be damage made against enemies, or it could be a buff towards your partner. But they cannot do physical attacks because it's in the back row. Whereas if you use magic attacks in the front row, it will do more damage than the back row. However, you can only attack one character or one enemy. Or if you're buffing the character, or if you're using a buff spell, it will only be one character. Sorry about the mix-up there. And talk about physical attacks and all that crap. Oh, Chai, yeah. Very forgetful little chameleon? I don't care. I just call him Wood Guy. And I'm going to use the Pepper Thorn because it's like a wood damage attack. You'll see in a few moments. It's almost like a pinwheel. Now, of course, talking about the elements, there are enemies that can be vulnerable to a specific element, and vice versa, because there's enemies that actually have an element, let's say like wind, and if your character is vulnerable to wind, well, you're pretty much screwed. But I believe I don't have to worry about that for a while. So you can actually move characters back and forth. You can actually change people who are in the front go to the back, or back to the front. It will cost a round for that specific character. So you probably noticed that I'm actually playing this on an emulator, so I'll be using a mouse to move. If I can try to move my character to the back. Yeah. Sorry, it's just a little bit being a little teensy unresponsive right now. Da 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 da, move my character, I'm gonna kill this game. There we go. Yes, call us foolish. So these are the characters, those 6 people you see there, those are her students. Okay, now we're going to the 3rd lesson. So I got Sorbet as no relation to the ice cream Sorbet. She is a water-based character. So basically, of course, now this is actually important as well. At the top of the screen, there is what's called constellations. I'll talk what you read there. They actually play a major pivot role in this game here. So basically, these are the signs: the wind sign, water sign, fire sign, rock sign, I guess, wood sign. And depending on what planet you're on, if that specific alignment or element is in the role, is in that star sign, then your characters get a power up. Like what I'm doing happening right now, my character, because it's daytime, I get a power up on my light-based attacks. Whereas if it was nighttime, yeah, there could be a power up on my dark-based attacks. Now, just because, let's say, see at the top there, screen there, so the water-based, I think it's almost water-based? Close enough. Like this shows the planet will bolster its power. Those was actually what I was talking about before. I don't believe it's important at the beginning, but it will become extremely important later in the game. That's actually how you're going to win boss battles. So we got one more battle, and this involves everybody. So it's still daytime, so my light pace is power up. Plus, I got the rock in the vicinity, so my robot earthquake attacks or rock-based attacks is good. Now you do get a spell later on that you can actually change the constellations or change the alignment, but it costs a lot of magic points. And you can always look at the constellations during battle. I mean, she's probably pretty much a weak character anyway. And you really can't really screw up this battle because I don't believe they attack anyway. Now because she's in the back row, her water-based attacks will be area attacked. So it didn't affect everybody because her water attacks affects four times, but it doesn't necessarily mean it will be all characters on the screen there. So he's in the back row, he's a fire-based character. Again, three attacks. They only affect two enemies. Now, because my character, Valley, is in the front row, her attacks will be one. Her attacks will only be one. And she doesn't seem to be very strong anyway. And my robot only got 5 magic points, so yes. You kind of figure that he's gonna have a lot of hit points, but not a lot of magic points during this run. They do attack. That was pretty weak anyway. Now I did mention about items in the game. I mentioned about the green frog, you can squish it, you can get your hit points back. You can get what's called worms, and these worms actually fill up your magic points, which you're probably going to need. Among other things, like power-ups, like jams, increase your attack, defense, that sort of thing. But all that costs money. Of course, you can also get equipment in this game, but you can also get equipment that are specific based for a specific character, and not only they increase your stats a considerable amount, but they also have an ability. For example, you might equip sneakers, level up, ability that increases your speed. Experience actually goes a little bit different than most games. I think it goes by the Shining Force 1 and 2 series. It does the increase. What I mean by that is that we saw there 100. I believe that's the highest for each level. If you get 100, you go by one level. But if you stay in the area too long, you get less and less experience. So you can't really much farm the same area to get levels. I believe that probably same goes with money. So right now, our teacher is telling us to, hey, you guys are good, but I'm leaving. Yeah. So these students are a little bit And Miss Madeline or Maybelline, no resemblance to the makeup, TM, trademarked, left. It should have been me. It always should have been me. Now, I remember this game came out in 2006, there was reviews on it, and I read somewhere that this was the story element is a good game, but there was people who harshly did not defend it because the characters being so small on the screen to move around. You can move around with the stars, like we can move around the gamepad. You can use the shorter buttons on the to talk to people, but it's annoying. So right now it's been 3 months and the teacher has not been back yet. So the students got a little worried. And the guy looks like a rabbit. No explanation. So Chai is saying that the teacher went to the wind planet. Now, you probably recognize that the art style in this game looks familiar, and I think it does, but I can't figure out the games that resembles to. I think it reminds me of a Konami game. Okay, so yes, we got some brave people here. And it looks like there's a rocket somewhere in the academy. So yeah, Malka's a very unique character, robot. He or she got some wicked sense of humor. So you notice those two signs there, there's a magic and earth sign. These are abilities that your character can use and affect certain things. It doesn't waste magic points, but it does affect environments that's needed to pretty much advance the story. So what I'm going to do is, okay, we reached a 20-minute mark now, so I'm just going to talk to some people, and then I'm going to stop the video. And the next part, we'll see if our heroes will actually go to the wind planet. But let's talk to the principal first. Useless garbage, just say. And as you can see here, I was talking before, the characters are really small. You saw the arrow. Because I'm working on an emulator, I'm using the mouse to move around. But you can actually use the pad to move the characters around. which is kind of annoying, but it's better than moving stylists around, to moving characters around. And yeah, Pico, you're useless as anything. He's a dumbass. And his class with one, so attack about being grounded, la-di-da. So you can see I'm reaching that almost the 21-minute mark, and we haven't really started the game yet. This is pretty much an introduction, and this game is really heavy on text and it's really heavy on story elements. But the battles pretty much make up for it, I found. Now you just saw that everyone's fighting the wood people, whatnot. Dummies, just say. Okay, well, yeah, you talked to him. Okay, so I'm going to probably go upstairs after talking to this guy, and end the video. So next part, let's go get the hell out of this academy. See you later, guys. Take care.